So I guess Chad's getting a beverage would be my
Apparently,
guess.
there's a blank hole here for some reason.
So I mean, well, that he's getting a beverage. We have beverages. I'm Adam Dory.
Chad Ehrlich.
Chad Ehrlich. Chad is the owner and proprietor of Nobody Else's Auto, right? Is that what it's called?
That is correct.
And that was a checkpoint on one of the Rocky Mountain Race Weeks, and it's super awesome, super cool. Salvage yard. Is that what you guys like to call them now? Salvage yards, or are you a? Tell us a little about the place.
Well, I've got 2 licenses, salvage and used vehicle. I can sell anything. I sell everything from restored cars down to door handles. We've got between 1,500 and 2,000 cars on the ground right now, and it's all old stuff. So,
and if you're friends with Chad, he will help you spend your money because he's an asshole and he posts things like really cool cars that you can't live without. So I already own vehicles I have never even had him. Actually, I've never even touched. That's no lie. I'm like, hey, Chad, how much you need for that? Damn it, man. All I want is for one time for him to go, oh, no, sorry, it's already sold. That's what I want. That's what I want him to do. It's like, oh, but he's sorry, dude. That one's sold.
He's such a good dude that he would unsell it to that guy and sell it to you.
I know. Yes, exactly.
You're welcome, or screw yourself. Either
way.
I thought you were going to be here like right now to LS swap that Suburban this week, dude.
I know, right? Trust me. I already have to be in 2 places at one time on Saturday. So yeah. We're doing live streaming video from Great Bend, and I won't even be there. So Neil Sabo will be there. He's going to do the stream for us on that day, and then go the entire rest of the week and be my minion. But I literally will be still announcing LS Fest until midnight on Saturday night, and then driving straight from there to Kearney, Nebraska. What could possibly go wrong?
Nothing. It's gonna be fine.
It's awesome. I mean, come on,
like
that's
a great
what we
plan
do.
in theory.
Yeah. So I am going to miss the festivities, and I'm disappointed in that because Great Bend, Kansas is putting on a hell of a block party. And
Dude.
if you've not been to Great Bend yet, I'm gonna put up a couple of things on the screen here. So when you're in Great Bend, here's the map, okay, of Great Bend. And if you look at, can you guys see my pointer on the screen?
I can't.
No? Okay, I didn't think so, but I want to make sure. Okay, so right to between that big 45-degree angle road that comes down and the red dot that is the pre-party at the courthouse is where all the hotels are. So this is really close to the hotels, is the courthouse in the middle of the town square, right there in the middle of Great Bend, Kansas. And Chad, they're blocking off like all the streets on the town square just for us. Is that right?
We're blocking off Lakin Street, which is one end of the courthouse square.
That's awesome.
Oh,
so
sorry, I'm back.
As of right now, is we're going to block off Lakin Street. It's going to be completely closed. It's going to be strictly for match trailer. I think the motion trailer is going to be there. The reaction time deal, and then race car parking in that designated area on that closed street.
That's great.
And here's the thing, guys. I mean, what other town loves drag racing more than Great Bend? Are you kidding me? I mean,
Dude.
They support SRCA to the end. They love SRCA to the point where they gave them a no-interest loan to finish the track.
Which is amazing.
It's super crazy. All these towns are pushing all these drag strips out, and Great Bend loves SRCA. It's super duper cool. They're rolling out the red carpet. We're going to have drag cars out there. There's so much stuff going on. It's going to be super duper fun. And we really need to support towns like this because Great Bend's doing a fantastic thing. They're great for our sport. They're really, really, really doing a good thing for the community and for the, the Rocky Mountain Race Week folks.
Well, and it's cool because it's not just 1 or 2 people in the community there at Great Bend. The entire Chamber of Commerce is behind this. They're going to have a big welcome tent with drinks and popcorn, and the chamber folks will be there so that they can say hi to everybody, and really just show everybody how welcome they are really here. The other thing, my understanding, and tell me more about this, Chad, but aren't they giving discount coupons out that we can use at places in town to eat and everything too while we're there?
Oh yeah, right there,
dude. Okay, hold
it's
on.
even got like a cool graphic, fancy book, the whole shooting match.
There's stuff to all sorts of stuff, things to eat, things to do.
Well, inside the front cover, there's a fairly relevant coupon. I don't know if can you read this one for us, Reynolds?
Free beer. Yes. Yes. I love it. Hello. You had me at beer.
Even if it wasn't free.
I know.
But there's all kinds of coupons for various stores in here, clothing stores, Pizza Hut. I mean, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of various stores downtown. Some of the restaurants, the wine cellar, all this stuff downtown. I mean, there's this whole thing. We don't have time to go through all this stuff.
And the majority of these, if not all, are local Great Bend owned companies, correct?
Well, and some of these we don't even think about but say something weird breaks, there's a 20% off coupon for the hardware store in here.
Which is honestly pretty cool.
Yeah. No, that's a thing. We built Richard Guido's fuel cooler out of some coiled copper tubing and some JIC fittings we got from a hardware store.
So that's I mean, a little bit of everything in here. So yeah, I don't remember how many they printed up. There's a limited number of them. But I mean, should be enough to go around, I think. But if you get here real late, we might be a little bit, we may run out. But they've got I don't know how many there is. There's a pretty good sized box of them. But yeah, and we do. Honestly, we've got a community coordinator, Christina Hayes, does an outstanding job. The chamber of this, Megan Barfield, Leanne June. We've got some great people who are on board with this. They understand the importance of the track here. They've seen the people that have come in for race week. I know a lot of you guys, and I know all of the city people as well. So I try to do my job to say, hey, this is a good thing, and try to be a good steward for race week and helping get the community involved with it. And they have seen the results over the last several years. Race week's been here most years. There's a few years it wasn't, but most years it's been here. The city has seen it grow. They've seen the people come in. They've seen it fill hotels. They understand the importance of what this brings to the community. And this is why this is here. And Chad's got another graphic that we're going to look at of what they're doing downtown. And then once we get to that graphic, I'll explain some more of what is downtown, just right within a half block of where we're going to be, Friday afternoon and evening. So
yeah, because it's not just the area, right? I mean, it's not just the parking and hanging out. Right. It's all kinds of stuff within a 5-minute walk. Like leave your car, walk down the road, go get a burger at this joint, go the parts store, the whatever. Like everything's right there.
They've got a brewery. There's a pizza place right across the street.
Right. Yeah. So here's the graphic that shows where parking is going to be and all that, Chad, that you can go over.
Okay, so we can see right there where we have the block where it says trailer parking. That is the south end of the courthouse square. That street will be closed right there where I've got sponsor trailer parking. That's where Matt and Motion and everybody's going to pull their trailers right along there. That is basically the regular diagonal parking. If you look close, you can see the white lines on there. The rest of that street, like I said, it will be barricaded off on both ends. We're going to file race cars in right at the orange arrow. That is Kansas Street. The other side is Main Street. Main Street will be completely blocked. We'll come in from Kansas Street and we'll fill that whole street up. Now, once you're in there, obviously you're going to be in there for the duration, but that really isn't that big a deal. If you see where it says tent there on the graphic, literally, if you shot an arrow right there, Adam, exactly. You got it exactly right. If you shot an arrow from the tent straight across Main Street to the west, you would hit the brewery. Not that any of us may end up over there.
Yes. I'm going to have to wait until the following Friday, but I will be there.
And on top of that, if you're a Great Bend local and you're coming out to see the cars and things, you're going to get the first shot at all the merch. So the Rocky Mountain Race Week shirts will sell out for sure. Motion Raceworks will sell shirts out for sure. They'll sell hats out for sure. You'll get first dibs on this kind of thing. Also, racers, if you go down there, if you have your family that's like, hey, I need you to pick me up a shirt and a hat and a triple XL and this and that and this and that and this and that, you'll guarantee almost that you'll get those if you buy them at this stop.
Yeah. And then right next to the brewery.
And you know, it's funny because, you know, I announce events all over the country, and I can tell you that there are tons of times where you get a promoter who's like, come on, Chad, beat them up. Tell them we're almost out of shirts, when we ain't almost out of shirts. Okay.
Right.
But I can tell you that Motion has had to ship in boxes of apparel every single year in order to, to keep up with the demand for the end of the week. Or like on 2.0, the weather changed. It was way colder than anybody thought. Nobody had brought hoodies. They sold every hoodie they could get. Right. Yep. So, I mean, Doug was doing everything but buying Walmart hoodies and riding Motion on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, the good news is he didn't have to do that because he cannot spell his own name hardly. But that's a whole other story.
It's 8 letters for crying.
I know, but dude, watch the Motion YouTube channel.
I've seen Tech Tip Tuesday.
Oh, dude, Tech Tip Tuesday lately, man. They need a writer of the English language becoming difficulter. It's way more difficulter. But anyway,
it's Common Core English.
It is. Yes, they went to public school. It's fine. Oh God. But yes. So you guys definitely, there's shirts, there's hats, there's all kinds of fun stuff, and that's going to be your first chance to get it for sure. So going to be cool. Going to be really cool.
That's where they're going to be.
Yes.
Yep.
Now, one other thing that, you had mentioned that when you and I were talking, Chad, was, that the city like put real money into this deal, right? And I bring that up not because I want people to know how much money the city gave or didn't give or any of those kinds of things, but I just want them to understand that it's more than just going, oh, yeah, whatever, Chad, you can let them park over there. I mean, this is really like the city actually got involved in this pretty heavily.
Right. And we'll go. You want to just do a whole rundown on what they've got?
Let's do it.
real quick?
Yeah, let's do that. Go over everything.
They've actually, according to the city council, approved closing the street at noon.
Right.
So hopefully by 2 or 3 o'clock, we can have everything out of there. And that went before city council was voted on, and everybody was good with it. So, and we've got a start time of 4, so that should give us some good wiggle room to get match trailer in, get the motion trailer in and everything. They have the city is paying for a live radio remote for 2 hours from 4 to 6.
Cool.
After that sound system after they leave, they've got another sound system coming in, so we will have music and be able to make announcements.
And you'll get to hear my voice if you're not already sick of it already.
If they're already sick of your voice, Adam, they're going to have a long week.
Long week, baby. And then, I mean, your only recourse for me is Chad. And I mean, come on, man.
Sorry.
sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, this is what you get. Live it,
yeah.
live it.
Beggars can't be choosers.
So we're going to have all that. They're putting up a big tent right where it says, in the approximate area where it says tent. And the chamber will be set up there. They'll have beer, water, popcorn in there. And that's where the chamber ambassadors will be with coupons. That's
like free money.
Yep.
Yeah. It really is
it's
free
money. Get even better as far as free stuff.
Wait, you have free beer and you have free money?
Yep. Plus, wait, there's more.
There's
more. Door prizes. $200 in chamber gift certificates will be handed out from the Chamber of Commerce.
Wow.
And possibly, we're going to see if we can maybe wrangle maybe a little gear out of Matt.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you what. I just got 2 stickers. I don't have them. They're at my work. But Narcs from Narcoleptic Customs.
Yeah, Narcoleptic
Don't-
Customs. Yep.
Yeah, he donated me. He got me $50 for the rookie and the young gun deal, and I got 2 Drag and Drive Addiction stickers. I'm going to include those.
Okay.
Nice.
And so I'm thinking, like I said, the chamber stepping up with the gift certificates. I'm thinking, maybe we can beat on Matt's door a little bit, check with Motion, see if they can throw a few things in, and then we'll have drawings all throughout the night. That's why they wanted to make sure we had the sound system, so we had a little bit of music and be able to make announcements for raffles throughout the evening as we go along. So they did all of that as well, and that's all from the chamber and from the city.
Hold on, I got a question that I want to address real quick before we lose it here. So, Danae, I believe that's how you say it, Dawn, Bushketter.
Bushketter, yep.
Yes. Says, dumb question. I hopped on here late. Do road weakers park where racers do or no?
Yes.
And the answer is yes. So just as a matter of course, the only place that you're not allowed to park where race weaker racers park is in their pit area at each racetrack. But
Right.
Otherwise, road weakers, you will have your own parking area at each racetrack, and you are absolutely as a part of this as any race weaker is. So the pre-party or the block party, all of those things, come on down. You are absolutely welcome. We want you there. As a matter of fact, like we insist on it.
Also, Chad, in the chat here, Rich Pedraza from Hot Rods and Barbecue is going to bring a couple sets of sauces and rubs for
nice. It only sounds creepy to weirdos, but Rich's rubs are some of the best. I'm just saying.
And honestly, there was if you had if you watched me last year on the live stream, I was talking about Rich's rubs, and the automatic captioning did some really, really fancy stuff with me talking about rubbing Rich.
Yes, it did. and I will tell you that I've been eating Rich's rubs for, holy crap, I don't know, 10 years or something like that. Now these are available retail and everything, which is really cool. But Rich, a hardcore racer, I met him on a drag week, have been all over the country with him on drag weeks and race weeks, etc. Great guy.
And
super good dude.
Air Force veteran.
Yes. And just a hell of a nice guy, like legitimately. Seriously. And he is a guy that did all of Race Week 2.0 on his own, and he owned it, dude. He did such a good job.
Earned every piece of that. But
anyway,
sorry, I digress.
Yes.
So you have more for door prizes, and what else, Chad? What else is down there?
Well, as far as what the
other
thing
Navy.
I want to go over as far as what's down there is the food.
Now I got some crap. He's a Navy vet, and they don't play well with the Air Force. I apologize. He's a Navy vet. Crying out loud. Okay, sorry,
come on,
Chad.
man.
Are you got it straight now, Adam?
It's done. We're set.
Perfect. Food in that area. Obviously, there is a brewery across the road. The brewery does not serve food; they just serve beer. So Reynolds is golden. There's Gambino's Pizza right next to the brewery. Half a block down from Gambino's and the brewery, and around the corner is Lumpy's, which is like sports bar, burgers, things like that.
I heard Lumpy's is really good.
And they have beer, Chad.
Yes. See?
Great Bend Coffee's down there, half block away. Reperks is another little coffee shop half block away. So all that stuff is literally within a half block of where we're going to be parked, on top of the fact of what's going to be going on the square. So they did, they have invested a lot of time into this. They're paying for everything. They have one associate sponsor on this deal, Rich's Automotive, who a lot of you guys are familiar with. Anybody that's shipping stuff here, they say ship it to Rich's. Rich's carries a lot of fuel and nitrous and things like that. Rich jumped on board with that, to help a little bit. He threw a few bucks at it. The rest of it is all out of the city's pocket. The city is on board doing this, making this all happen. And,
awesome.
And it's a pretty big deal. We're a bunch of racers coming in from all over the world. And they're saying, we want to make sure everybody's welcome. We're going to do this for you. Let's kick it off. Let's do it right. Let's make sure everybody feels at home. And obviously from the city standpoint, they understand these guys are coming in. They're in hotels. They're buying food. It's an important event for the city. They want everybody to know that they appreciate it and they understand how important this deal is. And that's what makes a great partnership.
And I'll tell you what, we preach at Race Week, at Rocky Mountain Race Week, a ton. Support those that support you.
Oh, yeah.
And what better support, again, from a town to support their racetrack, to support the racers coming in from out of town, and we are spending our money in the town, and we're increasing the economy, and the economy's crap right now, and we're doing everything we can, and everything's tough right now, and everyone's money is tight, and gas is expensive, and we're doing a long distance endurance drag race right now. That's what are we are really stupid. 100, that's step one. We're dumb, but dude, really. Support those that support you. And this town really does, like I said, I'll say it again, supports the racetrack. And that's so rare, man. Towns right now are pushing racetracks out. And Great Bend is just embracing SRCA. And SRCA is a nonprofit 501c3 racetrack. So, and it's all volunteers.
Yeah, there isn't a single paid person there. I mean,
no. And you can donate money to them and write it off on your taxes because it's a legit 501c3.
Yeah. I'll also, just as I don't want to bring up a bummer thing, but the racetrack, all new surface there this last year. Chad, you were, a huge supporter of that. Just their biggest cheerleader. I swear. I know you helped a lot with raising money and doing all of that. Just a great group of people at the racetrack. I love them dearly. All of them, they had really have had a tough couple of weeks here. The last couple of weeks, they had a racer during a Midwest Pro Mod event that a very freak crash with another car on the racetrack, which almost never happens. And a gentleman by the name of Ronnie Hobbs lost his life. And it really hit the racetrack folks hard. So I'm just saying it. Just when you get there, give them an extra big hug. Tell them thank you even more than normal. Again, nobody there gets paid to be there. And they really could use our appreciation right now.
It's got history. It's the site of the very first U.S. Nationals.
Yeah.
The actual drag strip is named B-29 Way. It's an old World War II B-29 base. And it's been repurposed into a drag strip. And, and they did do all of the revamp of the track surface last year. They've got that all polished out and everything, so it's perfect. They've run some really, really fast cars down it now. We're going to come back to an amazing facility here. And again, it's an amazing place to start and finish. They've got, pit spots with power. Are you kidding me? Who else has that?
And showers. We have showers. Right. So it's funny to say that, but we had it, and I don't know, Ehrlich, I don't know if you saw this or not, but the other day, one of the ladies that's doing Race Week is pregnant. And she said, I'm doing Race Week and I'm pregnant. And I know this is a funny question, but does anybody have any suggestions for living through this? Blah, blah, blah. And I said, dude, Great Bend has showers and they are a godsend when it's 100 degrees outside. Daphne used to, depending on what time of day we rolled in there, for the event, she either took a shower when we got there or one when we left, just literally because it made her feel so much better to just, a shower is like the most rejuvenating, great thing. The food there is awesome and a good value, by the way. Ice is not expensive there either, which is both good and bad, because they go, holy crap, why does everybody need so much ice for intercoolers? But there's just nothing about that racetrack that isn't great. It's 6 or 7 minutes to Walmart, Chad, from the racetrack?
Well, maybe 8 or 10 if you catch there's the 3 stop lights on the way.
I was going to say 2 or 3 lights.
3 or 4 lights, yeah. So, everybody, it's convenient. It's easy. Getting in and out of this racetrack is arguably one of the best ones. They're great about getting multiple lanes of people going through. I want everybody to remember that that this town, not only are we doing this block party, but this is our start and finish city. And while we do swap those around, okay, on occasion, it's really a big deal. We're going to be there Friday and Saturday. Then we're going to be back again at the end of the week. So, so keep your coupons because you can use them, each time we're there. And make sure you go into places, tell them why you're in town. I mean, people in this town really do dig the fact that we're there. It used to be that people were like, what are you doing? Oh, you're at the racetrack. Well, now they're like, oh, you're here with Race Week. I mean, it's cool.
And totally. Lumpy's is doing 10% off, and it's good for like 10 days, so you can get it on the next weekend too.
Totally. And then on the last day,
text from Shayla too. There is a Mexican restaurant down there, and there's another, and it's, I don't know what's called Mazumi. I don't know if it's Asian or what. It's not my cup of tea, so I don't. But those are down there too. So there's literally half dozen restaurants within a half block of where we're going to park race cars.
And that last day, we're racing like 8 to 8, roughly. I mean, the end time's kind of whatever. We're just going to start, and we've never done the shootout before, so we're going to see what happens. But all you heads up guys don't have to race until like noon. So you've kind of got all morning. You can go get some coffee. You can kind of check out the town, and that's where you can spend those coupons. Now, you bracket race folks, same deal. Once a bracket race is over, if you maybe don't want to watch the first couple of rounds of the heads up guys, cruise into town and use those coupons.
Oh, yeah.
And the other thing that's going on, depending on what you're doing on Friday, there's actually another event downtown the following Friday on the 24th. And there's actually a drawing at that. It's actually a half block away from where we're going to close the street. They close the street down there for a consumption district that next Friday evening.
Sweet.
And you can go down there and register for a drawing if you're in town at 5 o'clock on the following Friday. That's
nice.
the coupon book.
Uh-huh.
So there's a lot of great things going on in Great Bend. We've got some people that are really committed to making a lot of things happen. That's how things like this are clicking. And that's why they're realizing what these things do for the town. And that's why they're stepping up to support it.
Totally. And Chad, talk to us about like Road Week, and what we're doing for kind of the best of the Road Weekers.
I was just going to say, we have a bunch of prizes for them.
Tons.
Real money.
We've been working. We started this last year. Matt and I worked hard on this, and Adam and Chad, you guys knew about it. We talked about it. We've thrown ideas around. Last year, we literally kind of threw it together at the last minute because Road Week is important. We're only going to put so many race cars down a racetrack every day, period. That's it. That's the way it's going to be. There's no way you can put 500 race cars down a track a day. It ain't going to happen.
Right.
However, there's a lot of people that just want to hang out, want to get out in their hot rod and cruise. And what's a better way to spend a week than driving around, going to racetracks every day, hanging out with your buddies, drinking beer at night, and cruising in your hot rods?
I mean, come on, man. Are you kidding me? That's like heaven.
Yeah. So, but that's also an important part of the event because there again, if somebody wants to come out to the races and you've got 100 cool cars in the car show to look at too, then that helps the event too. But obviously, Road Week is an important part. We know that, but we need to make them feel part of the fold too. So that's why we kind of started working on this last year. We did do some awards last year, but we really
those trophies were super duper sweet, by the way.
Oh yeah,
and I've got a couple of them here. I'm going to give everybody a sneak peek at them. Our good friend Tom Bohr, and you can check him out on Facebook at TB Signs and Designs. Whoops, he even makes
that one's broken.
They're actually metal. They're metal business cards. So he actually even makes wheelie bar phone holders.
Dude, that's cool.
So, but he did them last year. He did it for us this year. He does a great job. He's very fair with us. He's a huge race fan. He did them last year, and he's stuck with us. So we've stepped the program up this year. Talked to Matt about it. Chad and I discussed this a lot. We've got 5 primary sponsors on this deal. Doug Ray Chevrolet. A lot of us know Doug Ray, the black 57 Buick.
Right.
He had the 70 Chevelle wagon last year. Big block.
Dude, pro charged with a stick.
Pro-charged.
Are you kidding me? That thing's sweet.
Yeah, you ought to know, Adam. Didn't you have an eye on that car?
I got the keys to that car at Great Bend. He lost them, and
you gave them back?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm nice, but next time I might not.
So Doug Ray is part of this deal. Great Bend Ready Mix, Aaron Suki, the concrete provider for the track. He was a sponsor last year. He stepped up again this year to help us out.
And he helped with the repaving too, right?
Well, he provided all the concrete for
all the concrete.
Track. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Precision Designs, Tom Stark with a 55 Chevy, Tom and Blaine. So their Precision is a sponsor on this because obviously for Tom, it makes sense. They build hot rods. Let's get involved with the hot rods.
Yep.
Another major sponsor, we have Champion Auto Lifts. Keith Goolsby has about 4 warehouses full of lifts.
Hell yeah.
Can get you about anything you need. And then, of course, myself, Nobody Else's Auto, and my YouTube channel, Nobody Show, are the final sponsor on this. We're going to give away some money. We're going to give away some trophies. And really, long term, wouldn't it be awesome to have 300 show cars and 300 race cars rolling down the highway together?
Oh, yeah.
That was a pretty impressive event. It's pretty impressive now. Think about that many cars rolling down the road, pulling into towns, pulling into racetracks. It would be amazing.
No, for sure. And that's, I mean, Power Tour is going on right now.
Exactly.
And Road Week is our version of Power Tour. And it's everything that you get on Power Tour, but we race every day. So Power Tour guys get to go and you get to go sit in a parking lot and hang out with their buddies, which is cool. That's what we're doing kind of, this first night. But every other night, you're rubbing elbows with all of these racers. Think about all your YouTube favorites. Cletus will be there. Right. Cletus will be there. Matt Frost is going to be there. He's going to be making passes in his car, the Hulk.
Which I cannot wait.
Dude.
I am looking forward to seeing the Hulk run again.
It's
been too long.
It's ludicrous. It is so loud. That car, I can hear that car from my house.
Yeah,
running
dude.
at Vandermeer.
Remember, I have a Pro Charger. Damn, dude.
Right.
They're so
Pro
loud.
Charger and bullhorns.
I know.
Life is good. Life is good.
So hold on. I do want to address something. So Travis Weiss said, and I'm going to make this into English. If we live close, could we possibly leave our race car at the track Friday night and sleep at home, or would that be ill-advised? Don't know if there will be trustworthy folks there overnight. So 2 things. If you live close, there is nothing against the rules whatsoever of you driving your race car home and staying at your house.
And Fridays, even before the thing starts.
Yeah.
So wide open. You can
but
do
even if
you want.
it wasn't, stay at your house, dude. We stay at Adam's house when we're at Vandermeer. There's no problem with it.
If you're in competition, you have to re-enter the route where you left it.
Correct.
So if you
drive most of the way to Great Bend, let's say at the end of the week, right? And then your house is wherever, and you go off of the route to get to your house, you need to come back to the route where you got off of the route to get the rest of the way to the racetrack. That's it.
Right. No problem.
Dude, go home. Take the motor out of it. No transmission. None of that gets the rules, dude, at all. The fact that you live where we're going doesn't penalize you for that, dude. Stay at your house. If the truth of the matter is, if any of us had half an ounce of sense, we would all figure out how to do this to where we had a buddy that lived near every racetrack, so we didn't have to spend all this money on hotel rooms. Quite frankly, we're stupid.
I'm trying to make friends everywhere, but I keep mispronouncing everyone's name or calling everyone's Buick a Pontiac, and so they hate me.
That's
so.
True.
But no big deal. But when we get close to a place, eventually I'm going to meet enough people and get their names right and get their cars right enough that at some point I'll have no hotel. Fees for this thing.
I'll help you with the car ID, Adam.
I like that. That's good.
Dude, Chad, we need to talk about an event.
Okay.
But that I think you need to go work. But literally, I had this conversation with a group of people the other day about Chad. And I said, look, Chad sucks because, I don't know. I'm just a car guy, right? So I know that when I'm hanging out with a lot of people, they're like, how do you know all this stuff, right? They think it's crazy the amount of things I know. And I laugh and go, yeah, but dude, if you're with Chad, you don't know shit. Because Chad is like this. Chad's like, oh yeah, that's 69 Buick Skylark. That's one of 64
and he knows
that
like,
were made
but he
with
knows
the
it,
XYZ brown.
right.
knob
He knows
on
it down to the
yeah.
trim level. He knows like what. He knows like what like weird options. Well,
Yes. Only the ones made on this month from this factory have a metal knob on the glove box instead of plastic. Like whatever. And I mean, he knows this stuff. And I got to tell you, there are a lot of times he brings stuff up and I know, and I'm like, yeah. And then there are a bunch of times he brings stuff up and I'm like, what? How? Dude,
what are you talking about?
How do you know these things? And I mean, don't get me wrong, he has to. It's his job, right? But he's really good at it, people. I mean, really good at it. And he identifies stuff that you would not believe. So go to his place. Dude,
by the way,
cars, trucks, everything you can imagine is at his yard. Everything. And it's awesome.
And should I, the Saturday after we're done, should I go out there? You guys want to come out that Saturday morning?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Duh. I want to see my Suburban.
Yeah, you got to come see your Suburban.
The other day, I swear to God, I said to my dad, I said, oh, by the way, because I saw a square body Suburban, I'm like, kind of own one of those. And Dad goes, what? And I go, well, I said I was going to buy it. And he goes, really? I go, yeah. And so then I proceed to tell him it's a 6.2 liter diesel. It hasn't run in like 74 and a half years.
On purpose?
Oh, well, yeah, because then you never feel bad about taking that out and putting an LS in it.
True.
Right?
By the way, the Avalanche are up 2-0.
Oh, okay.
I guess
that's basketball, right?
Really good.
Yeah,
that's hockey.
Did they just score another touchdown?
One touchdown.
Good. The guy kicked it into that net at the end?
Yeah.
With the goalie?
Was he safe coming into home?
Well, you only got to second base.
Oh, okay.
Well, hey, you know what? Sounds like my middle school years.
You know what I'm saying.
All right.
So, anyway, back to the sponsors and the trophies, for crying out loud.
Yeah, Reynolds is
what is wrong with you people?
How did that get so far off track?
Because Reynolds is involved.
Yes. Okay, hold on. We got a good question again. Okay, David Rexwinkle. That's a great name. Dude, you would never be David, ever. You'd just be Rexwinkle to me. Anyway, so Rexwinkle says, what about the wife and kids following behind? Can they stop if I stop? Or can they just stop one time? No, they can stop and hang out. They just cannot provide you any help except one time. They're, totally like roll up to the gas station when you go to the gas station, buy you an ice cream when they go to the gas. Totally cool. Totally
also,
fine.
This one is different from all the others. They can carry your fuel as well. But
they can carry your fuel. That is true.
You can only fuel if someone else is carrying your fuel at a gas station.
Yes. So in other words, if I was driving a van and I was carrying E85, right, for Matt and Chad, or Matt and Adam, right, going down the road, then I would have to go to a gas station and wait for them there. So they can't just fill up on the side of the road wherever they run low. They have to make it to a gas station just like anybody else would.
Now, if you carry your own fuel, you can put fuel in it anywhere.
Yeah, we don't care.
That doesn't matter. Easy peasy. So anyway, Rusty Mobley asked, when we show up and register Saturday morning, do we fill out a form with our car info and driver info for the announcers? No. What you have already filled out, unfortunately, I don't get. So I guess a lot, and it's fantastic.
But if you want Adam to know what to say about your junk, then yeah, bring him something.
Bring him a little something.
I will tell you that if you bring him paper alone, it does not work. He likes treats with his paper.
I can't. It's weird. I can't read unless I have something cold and frosty.
Yes, or sweet. Sometimes sweet. Yes. So
sometimes
either way.
Sweet's good, or even salty sometimes.
Yes.
Because I am the only announcer. This is it. That's all you get. So you remember, like you think about your day and you go to the bathroom and you eat and you drink and you do all that stuff. I'm doing all of that like in between everything else.
Yes,
so
totally.
Basically, Stevie Ellingson, who is my girlfriend, is the reason I live because otherwise I would never eat or drink or have even a chance to like even think about going to the bathroom. So anyway,
she likes you. It's weird.
Yeah,
she does.
She's kind of a saint putting up with you on top of it.
Have you met me? She is a saint. She's amazing.
She is. It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Okay. Brian OK100 is asking, when is the first day? Saturday is the first official race day. Friday is the block party in Great Bend, Kansas.
Right. I was going to say we're talking about the block party, and that's kind of the reason for the season right now. Bam, block party.
Cars,
like
music, food, fun. Rocky Mountain Race Week, Great Bend block party. Pow, right there. Jack Colby Square in downtown Great Bend.
Oh, speaking of which, anybody know who Jack Kilby was?
No, I have no idea. It just says it right there on the thing.
Well, Jack Kilby is actually the reason why we have all of this technology today.
Oh, he invented the internet?
No, he invented the microchip.
Oh, really? And he was from Great Bend, Kansas?
Yep. Actually, one of the first couple that he made is actually down in your neck of the woods in the Perot.
Okay, that's crazy.
If you go to the Perot,
I mean, no offense, but Great Bend, Kansas is not exactly what you would call the mecca of technology in the middle of Kansas.
But it all started here. And if you go to the Perot Museum in Dallas, they're one of the original first few microchips that Jack Kilby invented is on display there because it was such a groundbreaking piece of technology.
That is awesome.
So that's why the town square is named after him.
We got a lot of questions rolling in now, too. Okay, so Tyler Kazuski, another good name, dude. For those that are on the wait list showing up on Saturday morning hoping to get in, where should we be and when?
As soon as you get there, go see the ladies at the Rocky Mountain Race Week trailer.
Right. So park not in the tech line. Just go park on the side, then walk to June and the ladies at the registration.
And tell them, hi, I'm slow,
on the wait list.
And I couldn't get in. I'm on the wait list, but I'm here. I have a car, and I have a fistful of cash.
Right. And if you don't get in, then what you need to do is you need to tell them, okay, since I'm not in on race week, here's my $250. Let me be on road week because you get entry to each track and T-shirts for up to 4 people. That's every day, dude. 4 people, $250. You also get the whole windshield banner, all the stuff, entry everywhere, all of it. It's a great deal.
It's worth its weight in gold with priority entry to the tracks.
Yes.
At all these tracks, the racers and the road weekers get to bypass the regulars, the peasants, if you will, in the regular line waiting to go in and pay their $15. You bypass all of that and you get in first. And then you get every day access to all of these people and all of this stuff and everything cool going on. And, somebody asked, like, what do I do when I get there? And I said, you get out of your car and you rub elbows and you make friends. And that's what we do.
Yep.
Plus, obviously, we've got the Road Week Awards this now. So there's going to be the awards. And do we want to look at the trophies yet?
Yes. Let's do it. Let's do the trophies. Check the trophies out right now. And then let's go over the numbers too.
Okay. All right. The top hot rod of road. We just call it top hot rod. It could be a muscle car. It could be a hot rod. The top cool ride of Road Week.
Bam.
Dude, those are sexy.
So you're going to get a trophy like that and $750.
$750?
Yes, $750.
Chad,
that's for real money, dude.
The racers only win 1,000. Are you telling me road weekers can win like 3/4 of that money and never have to race their car?
Did we not just talk about how important Road Week is to the event?
So important.
Yes.
So that's what we're doing. Check that out. Now, another thing, and we're going to blame Reynolds for this. Reynolds brought this up. We've got this super. Now we're actually going to give away 10 trophies.
10 of those? That same trophy?
No, not this is number 1. This is the Big Kahuna.
Yeah.
This is the Big Kahuna right here. So they're going to go down in size as the places go down, but this is number 1. Number 1 coolest ride of Road Week. Now,
nice.
You see how that thing lights up and everything? I mean, it's badass.
So cool.
Oh yeah, we can slide it up there a little more. I mean, it's like, and there's like all kinds of different things. Look at that.
Oh,
Dude, that thing is badass.
Ehrlich's having a rave in his place. We
Tom-
didn't
yeah.
know.
Tom Moore, TB designs. He does this right. We can do it faster to go with Reynolds.
No, it's
No, that's all right.
So me and Chad are talking about this thing here 2 or 3 months ago, and I'm running these numbers by him. I'm brainstorming. I'm talking to Matt. I'm talking to Tom Stark. I'm talking to Doug Ray. You know, all of us that are extremely familiar with the event. What's the best way to do? And then Reynolds brings up a great point. And I thought about this, and we talked about it. I talked about it. We came up with another solution, because I know some of you guys, I've seen a few posts about it. You know, your race car's broke. Okay, now we're going to the hot rod. The hot rod's broke. Now we're going to the minivan just because we want to go. But
right.
guess what? You're not out of contention yet. The reason this next topic came up was Reynolds brought up the point. It's like, you know, okay, this dude rolls in a 32.5 window with a Coyote in it, just had it professionally built, spent 6 figures with Tom Stark having this car built. And Reynolds goes, what happens when that guy gets beat by the dumpster? I got to thinking. Then I started thinking about the group of people we hang out with. Then I realized Reynolds has a very solid point.
Yes.
Because that could happen.
Oh yeah.
So my race car's broke, my hot rod's broke, my muscle car's broke. I got nothing cool to drive. All I can do is go hang out. I ain't gonna win nothing. Nobody cares. You're wrong. You're still in contention. You know why?
Because we have the spirit.
The top Spirit of Race Week award. So you can drive your minivan. If you do it upright and you have spirit, you still got a shot at this and $750.
So here's where having teenage daughters can help you here. So if you have teenage daughters, then they undoubtedly have written all kinds of sportsy crap all over the windows of your car all the years where they're like, oh, it's homecoming, it's this, it's that. You need to be taking lessons from them so that you could doll up the minivan to try and win this award, which pays $750.
$750 again, dude. And I'm telling you, that's three quarters of a class win.
Yes.
And you equal the dude in the hot rod, in the coolest hot rod. And
Yes.
you could be in your minivan.
And there's going to be one person taking home number one spirit.
It's awesome.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
And then we still have second, third, fourth, fifth place that all get money from $500 down to $150. And then there are still trophies for 6th through 10th place. So this, like, seriously, Road Weekers, I'll tell you what, when I told Matt a few years ago that we needed to do this and he agreed, he was like, okay. And we started doing it, and, you know, people started going, oh my God, wait, this is kind of cool. Like, I was hoping we would get to where we are. And Chad, 2 years ago now, went, you know what? We really need to hit this hard.
Year. We threw this together
last year.
Like,
okay, there you
30
go.
days before 1.0 last year.
And it made a huge difference, and it's awesome because it really does matter. The other part about it is if your family wants to follow along in the minivan, right? Or if you and your buddy are doing this and the wives want to have the, you know, wine drinking wives club and come do this, they can, right? So get in the car and come have a good time. It's awesome. You can have your family involved. And again, your $250 that you pay to be a part of Road Week, A, you can win prizes, which is great. Right. But B, it covers 4 entries per day.
Plus 4 shirts.
Yes, 4 shirts, the windshield banner, all that stuff. It's worth it, seriously, like way worth it. You got to do it.
Well, and I'll tell you, it's super cool. And, you know, you're talking about like the wives doing it and whatnot. Curtis Myers is bringing his G8. He's on the wait list. He's 4 spots away. So he's bringing his car as a Road Week car, hoping to get into Race Week, but his dad is also joining him on Road Week, but it's going to be his dad, him, and his son. 3 generations going on this thing and making memories, and it's super duper cool.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it really is, and it's just awesome. The people we've watched grow up, the people we've watched that are now coming and doing this. Dude, the Starks, for God's sakes, have a second car going. The Lipinskis have another car going. Like, oh my God, dude!
Yeah, the
Everybody
Gwynns have
is
another car
committed.
going. Everyone's doing this thing, and we've watched all these people grow. Again, look at where Cole started with this thing.
Yeah.
Cole was little bitty 13-year-old Cole riding in the back of Ethel.
Yep.
And, I mean, lanky, long legs, and I mean, whatever, man. But now he's Cole, he's an adult, and he's like taking pictures for like big ass magazines.
And we want you guys that are out there that have never done this to be the same way. We want you to be a part of this. It really is this family fun feeling event. It doesn't mean we're not sitting around drinking beer and telling lies. We are. Hello, we're racers. But there's still this just camaraderie that's a different level. There's for sure.
And that's what we did last year. My daughter and I, we went and she raced, and my dad was on road week with one of his buddies.
Yes.
Right. So three generations of Ehrlichs cruising around all over and just making memories.
And I know nothing about wheelies and golf carts.
No, we wouldn't know anything about wheelies and golf carts.
We don't do that. What?
No.
He's not in Mexico.
Andy Spite is saying, how is entry determined? Yes, it is a first come, first serve entry that happens. We are sold out for 1.0 and 2.0 for the year, but Road Week, there is no limit on Road Week. So you can absolutely be a road weeker with just sign up, dude, and you're in. No problem.
Yep. Eventually, we'll get to a point where we won't be able to let everybody in because they're just not. It's just space. There's no place to put everybody.
Right, but right now that is not an issue. So
not the case at all. No. Nope.
Brian OK 100 is asking, are hotels hard to get now near each track if reservations haven't already been made? If I decide to do Road Week right now, am I going to be effed for hotel rooms? No, you shouldn't be. But
I've actually got blocks that I've got extras that I'm going to be turning loose probably tomorrow or Friday.
Well, there you go.
And I'm sure I'm not the only one.
Yeah, and it depends on which city we're in. But like Kearney has a jillion hotel rooms. Obviously we get to Bandamere, there's 80 million. It's Denver.
Right.
For God's sakes.
You don't need to stay at the very, very closest hotel to the track either.
Oh, God, no.
I mean, we have street cars, and if you're bringing a road week car, you definitely have a street car. You can drive 15 minutes. It's not that big of a deal. There's hotels everywhere.
No, yeah, it's totally good. And also remember that worst case scenario, if you couldn't find one close, then go to get a place that's just, 30 minutes down the road the way we're going to go the next day anyway. And so then you can just spend the night, just start heading that way, stay the night, and then you've got a head start by 30 minutes. It's no big deal.
Yep.
No big deal.
No big deal at all.
Yeah. If you want to join the RMRWers Facebook page and you're not on there, if you're watching on Bang Shift's YouTube channel or the Rocky Mountain Race Week Facebook page, there is an RMRWers Facebook page as well. That's for folks that are going to participate. You literally have to be able to answer completely stupid questions that make us know you're not a robot and you are in. So go there, answer the questions, and you can ask there. And a lot of people have hotel rooms and stuff where they usually get extras. I know that the Taylors had some extra hotel rooms when I talked to Deb, because Deb actually hit me up and said, "Do you have rooms?" And I said, "I think so." And
Aleda Connor, her dad is coming. Ron Connor is coming. So they're going to have 3 generations too. So it's Ron Connor, Tom Stark, and Blaine.
Yeah.
And also Mac is coming out this year too for her rookie year.
Right. Junior Johnston says, I slept in my HHR 2 years ago when I couldn't find a room. Yeah. And the truth of the matter is, showers at Great Bend, right? And somebody, when you're at one of the hotels, somebody is going to go, yeah, dude, you can go take a shower in our room before we get in there for the night or whatever.
And truck stops have showers.
Yeah. The truck stop showers are great, and they're like $6.
There's a million ways to skin this cat.
Absolutely.
Don't let that be the thing that stops you from doing
No.
road week or race week.
100%. Grant Johnson, we are planning to camp at the tracks. Is there anywhere that's a problem?
No.
Not that I'm aware of. The only place I know, like at Bandamere, you can't camp in the pits, but with that said, you're still at the racetrack. You just have to go in the lower parking lot is where you camp. Am I right?
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't that right, Adam?
That's 100% right. And you're still within the kind of gates or whatever. So
but you won't get locked in at night.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's the difference.
There's places at every one of those spots that you can camp at. A bunch of people do that. It is expensive. This is an expensive endeavor. Most of the people that are racing are going to spend between $2,500 and $3,000.
Yeah.
If you're in hotels and you're eating and you're paying, for 91 octane the entire way that you go.
Right.
But you can cut that stuff down, and you can save $600, $700, $800 if you stay at the tracks.
Right. Which is a big deal. Even if you only did it a couple of nights, it still saves you a few $100.
No, 100%. And like Reggie Moore with that organ grinder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Him and all his homeboys camped all through Sick Week. They're going to camp for 1.0 as well. They're all the Rocky Mountain Race Week. They're camping, and they're a hoot. They're super awesome.
Oh yeah. Those dudes are hilarious. But if there's anything, can we camp at Great Bend on Friday night at the track?
Probably.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say yes. But
even if you don't get in the gate, they've got all that grass area between the gate and the
nobody's going to
road
run
there.
you off.
No one's going to run you off from being there. Worst case. Best case, you're inside the gate and you're rocking. But yes, there's places for you to camp 100%.
On a serious note, Chad, Rockin' Montana asks, do you got any front passenger fenders for a 1960 Cadillac?
I bet you he does.
I've got a 60 Cadillac out there. It's got a right front fender on it. I just have to see how good it is.
There you go. Do not email. Do not message. Do not text. You call.
No smoke signals.
Yeah. Go to the website. The phone number is there. And unless he's sitting here talking to us, he'll answer. So,
the YouTube channel, Under Nobody's Show, my number's on almost every video post. And a lot of people ask why you do that. You know how many texts I get to say, y'all got any Chevy trucks?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. All kinds of them.
Yeah, there's like 150 of them out there, so we gotta narrow that down.
You're here. We need you here.
Yeah.
That's kind of going back to if you've got a weird alternator on your car, we need to know what in the hell it came off of initially.
Well, and you know what? Thing I do not have any of. I have absolutely no cars in stock at all that are of this brand name. You know what that name is?
Tesla.
My car.
Oh.
I need parts for my car. I love it. That's so good.
Man, I don't have a damn thing out there that says my car on it anywhere.
No, I love that. Well, hey, no, but here's the other thing. My favorite is, you got any C10 parts?
Yep, I get that all
You
the
do
time.
know that those were made from 1963 until 1987, right? Like, hello? Yeah. Jesus.
Well, and there's so many variables on so many different years and different things. Like, I get calls for seats all the time.
Yeah.
I need a back seat for a 67 Chevelle. Is it a 2-door? Is it a convertible? Is it a 4-door? Is it a 6-passenger wagon? Is it a 9-passenger wagon? I have no idea what back seat you need.
Yeah, because there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, and I deal with that multiple times a day. That's
my favorite. My favorite is somebody that goes, I need a front seat for a Camaro. Okay, what year Camaro? 67. Okay, bucket seat, bench seat. Well, you couldn't get a bench seat in a Camaro.
What color?
Yes, you could.
Good. I've had.
Yes, you could, and you could get a fold down back seat in a Camaro. By the way.
Yep.
Way rare option, but super cool.
So 9 times out of 10, when somebody calls me, I have more questions for them than they have for me, trying to determine what they need actually.
What in the hell they're
but
trying
the
to
thing
get?
is,
a lot of times they don't know.
But in a 2-minute phone conversation, you can tell them with 90% certainty whether or not you have what they need.
Or at least know what I'm looking for.
Right. So make the call, people. And here's one thing that's I hope people will take away from this too, as we are off topic. But
what have we been on topic?
I know I'll explain this more on Race Week, but we have somehow gotten into being a society of people who don't want to take the business that comes to you every day, and that's just plain stupid. So if you have a business where you have work to do today that will take you a few days and doesn't need to be done until a week from now, then when somebody offers to walk into your business and hand you cash money today for something you can do right now, you're an idiot if you don't take their money, okay? So talk to people, figure out what it is they need, and help them. I can tell you that literally in the last 48 hours, 72 hours, I have tried to spend hundreds of dollars and been unable to do so with some people for some that I did. People literally can't just do what you ask them to do. They just keep questioning everything. You're like, oh my God. I had to walk into a business and tell the guy how to do it today. And he went, oh, well, that's really easy. That's why I told you it was really easy. Hello.
I do have 2 Henry J's in stock as well. So, and somebody just threw my number up there. The Facebook page is Nobody Else's Auto. The YouTube channel is Nobody's Show. You can find me on there too. So,
yes,
I've got a buddy with a stock Henry J just sitting in his backyard.
Dude, Henry J's are pretty cool.
Super
they can be cool, I should say.
Right.
And it looks like we got Darce on because he needed some coil springs for his A-body wagon one morning about 6:45 here.
Oh, Darce.
That's awesome.
I remember that. He's got that wicked. He won't tell you what it runs, but it's fast. I'll tell you that.
Oh,
much.
That thing is brutal.
It's a LS3 blueprint motor with a blower on it, and then he added nitrous here semi recently,
which is what you're supposed to do. Everything should have nitrous on.
Yeah, that thing. My number up for everybody. So thanks.
That thing boogies.
Yeah, we were actually had some buddies on Road Week from Tennessee, and I stopped by the hotel at 6:45 to tell them bye because I wasn't going on, and this guy comes up, or my buddy comes and says, hey, there's a guy out here looking for some springs. And I had never met Darce. Didn't know him from anybody. He walks up and he goes, you got any springs? I said, yeah, I think so. He goes, man, if I could just find the dude that owns that place we stopped at the checkpoint last time, I know he's got to have something. Let's go. We headed out there. I had a 67 GTO that had a 12 bolt under it that I had sold the rear end out of. Kicked the doors open, rummaged around a little bit, handed him a set of coil springs. We went to my buddy's shop, put it on the lift, and slapped them in and on the road.
That is so awesome. And you've saved a bunch of people on Race Week over the years, either with parts that you had or helping acquire parts because of your connections, which is awesome.
Yeah. Salvage yards dudes know salvage yard dudes. So,
and I know there's a few cars sitting around this area as well. So,
oh yeah. All right. So, is there anything else we want to cover before we roll out of here? We've been on just over an hour, so I know that Adam has hockey to go watch.
3
I have
to
a
1,
Christmas
baby.
tree to build.
3-1.
They might score another touchdown.
Yeah, yes. One more touchdown. Exactly.
I have another Christmas tree to finish tonight. When I say Christmas tree, LS Fest Texas is happening this weekend, and it is no prep street racing, if you will, at Texas Motor Speedway, and this is the tree. 2 rows of green, 1 row of white, depending on what we need, depending on daylight. This tree runs off of a drill battery, and instead of having a flashlight, because our insurance won't let us do that, the starter will be standing between the cars back there like normal and flip a switch, which will turn on the green lights. So no countdown, no normal tree. It's instant green, no prep, going to be fun. So, and before you send me smart ass things about what this is,
that's
Adam,
what I just took a
I'm
picture
fully
of.
waiting.
I was just thinking.
Hold on. Yeah, it's awesome. I will tell you, when you take 12 volt LEDs and then you give them varying voltages to see what the effect is. At 20
They
volts,
flash and shit.
oh, at 20 volts, these things are crazy bright. But okay, right? As when you're doing momentary. If you leave them on very long, they're pretty toasty. If you try and do, I had a test set. If you try and do 30 volts with them, they won't work. They are not happy about running more than about 3 or 4 seconds without like smelling like electronics. Yes. So perfect. So perfect. Yeah. So yes.
You want to throw that graphic up of the courthouse again, Chad? And somebody says, how late can we get? If we get there late, what do we do?
Oh, yeah.
Throw that graphic up if you would, please.
There you go.
Where the green parking is, that is not going to be closed. That is regular general public parking. That will be full until about 5 o'clock, until the courthouse closes. After 5 o'clock, that will all open up, and we'll have an entire city block to park all the way around the courthouse square. So if you show up at 6:30, you may be at the other end of the block, but you're going to have plenty of parking. We can go surround that whole courthouse square. But where it says parking in green, that will probably be pretty full until 5. So, from that 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock window, we'll be shuffling race cars into the closed street of Lake and Avenue, and probably maybe a little thereafter. But if you get there late, all that public parking should be open. Unless we have that many people down there, we fill the whole block. But regardless, we're right downtown, so there's public parking everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, what's maybe the coolest thing about this is the free beer
Yes.
that you get to drink on the courthouse steps.
Dude,
in Great Bend.
I didn't think about that.
Come on.
I do like that part. Drinking in public is fun.
Let's go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight.
This was cool. Thank Chad. Dude,
Yes, Chad
Ehrlich. Thank you so much for
everything
helping with
that
this.
you've done, that the city of Great Bend has done. We really, really appreciate it. It means the world to us. So thank you so much.
We got a lot of work. We've done a lot of work on this. We put a lot of time, a lot of effort into this. Like I said, Christina Hayes, the community coordinator with her staff, along with the Chamber of Commerce, Megan Barfield, Leanne June. Great people, great to work with. They're all wonderful to work with. They understand the importance of this. They've really stepped up. I've spent a lot of time working with them. A lot of conversations.
It's obvious.
Matt, you guys.
It's obvious.
It doesn't happen overnight. There's been effort put into it, and I'm hoping that we have a good turnout. I'm hoping you guys can get here in time to come support it, hang out. It's going to be a great time. I'd love to see 150, 200 race cars downtown, on Friday night, just because if they're going to do this, I would love to just have a super hammer down showing of race cars everywhere downtown. Fill the restaurants, fill the brewery.
Yep.
And that way they're going to realize that their efforts were not in vain and that we all supported it. And like I said, because this stuff doesn't happen. Cities don't step up and do this. No. And we've got it here. And it's an amazing thing that they have done this. So I'm thankful. I know you guys are appreciative of it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's pretty cool that they're doing it.
It's a win-win all around. Great Bend wins, SRCA wins, Rocky Mountain Race Week wins, all the racers and the road weekers win. This is awesome. It's a super duper cool thing. And again, on behalf of Race Week, I know I'm not on the clock yet until Saturday morning, but dude, seriously, this is super cool. And we appreciate it. I know Matt appreciates it. He just doesn't like to be on video, dude. That.
Oh yeah, thanks so much to get him out here. It's hilarious.
It's like a cattle prod or something to get him on video or something, isn't it?
I know.
No, it is. It's insane. But seriously, thank you for all your work. Thanks to SRCA. Again, nonprofit 501c3. If you got a big wad of money in your pocket and you want to donate it, and you can write that off with taxes, man. They would love that.
Another thing, after that accident, there was some
there's some damage.
The track has to pay for that. The track guys have been busting their humps, getting this stuff fixed for us this weekend.
Yeah.
And they've all got regular jobs.
Yeah, I was going to say.
They don't go to the track at 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. They go to work from 7 to 6 and go to the track from 6 to 10 to get this stuff fixed and be ready for us. So these last couple of weeks have been tough on Hank and Mike and their whole crew. To get this thing done. But I talked to Hank this morning. He said, we're going to make it happen. and it's going to work. Not everything may be perfect, but it's going to work. It's going to function, and we're going to have a race.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Good people for sure.
Plus, the other thing to think about, we've still got, now that everybody knows what that Spirit of Race Week deal is, you've still got 48 hours. I'm not going to watch, but 48 hours to think about. If you were thinking you were going to be stuck doing nothing but rolling around in the minivan and doing nothing fun, nothing cool, not being involved in the award ceremony, I understand they're clapping for everybody else, you can still play.
Yeah.
That's right. And walk away with $750 PS.
Yeah,
and I'll tell you what, the odds,
#1 Spirit of Race Week trophy.
The odds for that are way better right now. There's like 250 racers.
Yeah.
Right now, I think we have like 50 or 60 road weekers.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was something like that. So that's why I say it's wide open. If you guys want to join, please come on down. And if you only want to do a couple of days, do it. We're all in.
No, for sure. And again, live streaming on Bang Shift. So thanks to Bang Shift. Thank you, Chad. This way. There it is. Also, notice, guys, Chad, for 2 live streams in a row, no hat.
I know. Weird, right? I do.
I know. And you actually have great hair, which is surprising because most guys that wear hats all the time have crap
no hair. That's true. Yes. But I do have, I always have to represent.
Attaboy.
I do have to say, I know I have all my 1320s, not all of them, but most of them are Mexico. It's great. I love Mexico. But I do need a new motion hat. I'm going to have to hit up Doug because I have all of my motion hats are bad. I mean,
I actually just threw one away. So I get it.
Mine are like only work in them. You can't go out in them at all.
100%.
I mean,
100%.
They're arguably too bad to go to Home Depot with. I mean,
What about Walmart?
Crusty.
Oh, Walmart. Dude, Walmart. You wear your thong and a hat, and that's it. Yeah, it's fine. You're totally like
your thumbs on backward.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
What? Yeah.
You'd make some more Facebook pages.
How do you know I don't already?
That's true. Yeah. Most of those pictures don't show your face, so
that's right. That's right.
So all those people in Walmart pictures are Adam.
That's right. It's just me.
True.
It's just me. God. Hell yes.
I can't wait. We're going to be at a gas stop somewhere, sitting, lounging, eating ice cream. That's happening on this trip.
I'm glad I missed that part of that trip because that was kind of wonky.
What do you? There's no. That was fantastic.
It was awesome.
It was amazing.
I think the word you were looking for. I don't know why you were at that end of the alphabet when awesome and amazing are all the way at this end.
That's true. My bad. I'm wrong.
Thank you.
Just try it once, and then you will change your mind.
God. Okay, that's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
So much.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Adam, for letting me be a part of this one tonight.
This was fun.
Oh, it was awesome, for sure. And thank you again, Chad, for everything you're doing and the City of Great Bend, the Chamber and all of that, and SRCA. We appreciate it. And we will see you in 2 days.
It's so fast. I can't wait.
I'm excited.
There's so much to do still.
Only we got to wait till when are you going to show up, Reynolds? Monday?
I will be in Kearney is my first stop. So
we'll see you Sunday.
Yes, I will see you guys Sunday at like noon.
I'm there Friday night. Block party.
Yeah.
Ben. Let's go.
It's going to be a good time. Adam's going to be there, so we don't know what he's going to do. I've heard enough stories tonight that I'm actually a little worried about Adam being there Friday night. So
it's going to be fantastic.
There's nothing to be ashamed of in that one.
Nope.
All right, everybody. We will see you next time. Thanks for coming out. See you in Great Bend.
Appreciate it. Thanks,
See everybody
guys.
Friday night.